Many years ago, I used to sell paint, anything from your regular house paint or stains, all the way up to commercial paints or industrial coatings, and anything between. So I'm quite familiar with anything regarding coatings and solvents and anything else. During that time, I met an old guy, and he told me about how when he was growing up, his grandpa taught him a secret, family secret, as to how to treat outside wood, and that was using farm diesel and used motor oil. So, and they used to mix it and apply it to any wood structures that were outside, and they wanted to protect from the protect from the weather or bugs. So it was not until a few, I'll say about 2 or 3 years ago, I came across a video on YouTube, and it was, I would say, I don't want to say an old guy because he was about my age, you know, in his prime. Let's say in his prime, and he was talking about the same thing about using old used motor oil, mixing it with diesel for outside wood structures. So I have been putting that project off because I've been wanting to try it myself, since we have a lot of wooden structures on the outside. And last year, I replaced the flooring. This is my 16-foot flatbed trailer, and I replaced the flooring. And I've been wanting to try that trick and see how it holds up. Coincidentally, or ironically, early this year, I was gonna go ahead and do it, and I had set up the oil, the diesel on one side, and some of the other stuff. I never got around to it, and a little bit of the oil, because I needed the trailer, a little bit of the oil spilled, and I just brushed it on the one board, and it actually looks, where I brushed it, just the oil by itself. It actually looks pretty good after, I don't know, it's been about 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer than that. So that got me to really get a kick in the butt and get me to start this project. So I'm gonna grab the camera and let you know the minimalistic, if that's a term for this project, minimalistic tools that I have. Just stuff that I have laying around the house. The only thing I did not have was diesel, and I just went and grabbed about 1.5 gallons, and I brought it back, which is what's in here. I know the red is for gas or gasoline, but I am getting ready to retire this 2-gallon jug. It has a hairline crack in it on the top. It's still structurally sound, so I'm not gonna put any more gas, and this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna be using it. So anyways, I'm gonna grab the camera and bring you up here and show you what I got. This is my setup, or the tools I will be using. Cordless drill, so I can use the mixer. And I mentioned the diesel, used motor oil, an old bucket with a bucket grit. That is a 5-gallon bucket. I have a roller frame and a 3/4 inch nap roller cover, and also an extension pole. So, and to quote unquote measure the oil and the diesel, an old trusty Folgers coffee can. So that's like I said, I had everything laying around in the house. The only thing I did not have was the diesel, which I just went to the gas station real quick and grabbed about 1.5 gallons of it. So it goes without saying, PPE is very important. You're going to be dealing with fuel and oil. So I'm putting the oil in first. I don't think it matters whether you put the oil first or the diesel. So, because it's all gonna get mixed up with the drill mixer. I'm gonna try doing 1-to-1 and see what it feels like. As I've never done this before, and some people do it without the diesel, but for the first coat, I do want to use the diesel because I want to thin it down. Because in theory, by thinning it down with diesel, it will penetrate deeper into the wood. Now, any applications after that, it could be just the regular oil. And this bucket has a hole in it. We had some technical difficulties. The one bucket had a pinhole at the very bottom, so we spilled a little bit, but not enough, so it was going to be drenching onto the ground. So it should not take that long at all, because this is not something like house paint or any other type of coating that has solids. So that's mixed up. That is ready to go. And I'm going to change the camera angle and get on the trailer and start applying it. I am losing daylight by the minute, so I started applying it because I'm sort of in a hurry. This section here, that's what a little bit of that oil that spilled, I would say about anywhere between 4 and 6 months ago. And it still looks really good. And like I said, that was just a simple, a few brush strokes of just regular motor oil, used motor oil. Now this section here, the very dark, is what I just applied. And my apologies if the lighting is not the greatest. It is getting dark. So. And there's some side by side. Like I say, just a quick coat of used motor oil. What I just applied today, 1-to-1 diesel and used motor oil, and then right here to the right, nothing. So I am gonna get after it. I'm gonna set the tripod on a different spot and finish it up. It's not gonna take that long. If you're not familiar with what the bucket grid does, this part right here, I will dip the roller cover inside of the paint or whatever it is that I'm rolling. Then I roll the roller cover on the bucket grid, so it takes the excess off of it. And that debris that you see, like some of the pieces of hay, it's not gonna matter because it is not a top coat finish. that we're doing. You know, for instance, it's not like a top coat would be something like painting the walls in your house. So, I mean, you could go and pressure wash the deck and get all that debris out of there. But like I said, it's just hay. That's what we use this trailer for, to haul the hay. So it is not gonna impair the ability to the wood to absorb. Okay, I can see this working, at least in theory. I can see how well. I don't think the camera is going to do justice. It looks so much better. It looks so much better. But it almost feels like I can do another coat. It is about 6 o'clock in the evening. I will come back sometime late morning, if not midday tomorrow. And if it feels the same way it does right now, what I'll do is I'll just put another coat of it. How much did I use? Less than a gallon. And that's for a 16-foot flatbed trailer with fairly dry wood. Like I said, pressure treated from early last year. Nothing had been applied since I bought it. So why am I holding a brush? Because what I'm planning on doing is, with some of the mixture that I have left over, I'm actually going to mix a little bit more tomorrow, because I still have a little bit of the diesel that I bought, and I still have plenty of that used motor oil. So I'm going to come back, maybe do another coat, and then I'm going to come between the boards where the roller cover did not get to, and do a coat, just one. I'm not going to do two in between the boards. It's not going to matter that much anyways. So, I mean, I can, like I said, I can see this working. So I am not going to do another video tomorrow. Whenever I come see it, this is going to be the end of the video, but I would like to see how it's going to hold up. So it's almost fall season here in the southern United States. So we do get quite a bit of rain during this time of the year. So it is perfect timing for this. So we may or may not get a little bit of snow, but we will follow up and see what it looks like in the early fall. So my friends, thank you for stopping by and watching me do another farm chore. Although it was my last one of the day, I fed animals, and I fed more animals, and I did mowing, and I fed animals in between, and I did more mowing. So I'm tired. I'm going in the house. Thank you. Until the next one.